Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to our session today um, on Instagram. And also, we're going to be having this session live on YouTube today. Also, because our Facebook platforms are down, we're just trying to rectify that with them. So, thank you very much, everyone, for joining me here today. Really glad to have you here today. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so um, it's going to be interesting in this month of December. We're going to be bringing you very, 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 very so much topics that will be relevant in this time. Okay, so today we'll be looking at how to enjoy Christmas without entering January broke. Okay, uh, I see all of you who have joined us so far. Thank you very much for joining. I see you all in the comments. Thank you very much, Makata, and thank you, NK Pretty. Thank you, Tita Academy. Makata Ann is my lovely wife, anyway. All right, okay. So thank you all for joining us here. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about, like I said, this is something very important. It is key that we get to talk about these things before we make the mistakes, because usually this time of the year is the time when people spend a lot of money. So a lot of people say January is very long, and it's simply because people spend more than what they need to spend in December, and most of the time this money is spent within just 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks of December, people spend money that they are not supposed to spend in 2 months, right? And remember, December comes with a lot of things, a lot of bonuses, a lot of incentives, from workplaces. But at the end of the day, these incentives don't amount to anything. In fact, at the end of the day, by the first week of January, a lot of people are broke. By first week of January, that's how bad it is. By first week, a lot of people are broke. They don't have anything anymore. They start shouting, this January is so slow. January is too slow. When with January should move fast and finish. This January safe, all that and all that. All is because people didn't do the right things in December. December is 1 month that people make the most financial mistakes. Yes. And they pay for those mistakes in January. A lot of people start their debt, the spiral circle of debts from January. Why? Because of what they did in December. Right? Just because of what they did in December. So December comes with a very unique kind of pressure. Right? There are too many things in December. Weddings, travel, Christmas clothes, hampers, you host people, you cook, village contributions, contributions here and there. Abi people that just come and say, just send me something now. Do you know those ones? Just send me something now. Do Christmas for me. Those kind of things. So December comes with a whole lot. So if you're not careful, December excitement would become your January regret. If you're not careful, your December excitement will become your January regret. And for a long time, that has been a lot of people's story. For a very long time, right? Their December excitement has been their January regret. For a very long time. So something needs to change. And it's going to change now because you're listening and you've connected to us here at the Naira Academy. And yes, we have also joining us on IG, the Intentional Parent Academy, which is Coach Wendy herself. We're glad to have you here, ma. Thank you very much for joining us today. All right. Okay. So thank you very much for joining us today, ma. We honor you. We're glad to have you here. It is our pleasure to have you on this live. All right. So, like I said, December comes with a lot of pressure. And if you're not careful, your excitement, all this excitement that you have about December, by the time you get into January, you become moody. You become depressed in January. Right? And most times you end up borrowing for you to survive. You end up borrowing. Do you know that most people sell off their properties in January? Why? Most people sell off their stocks in January. simply because they made the wrong decisions in December. Simply because they made the wrong decisions in December. Right? So it doesn't have to be so. You can enjoy Christmas. You can celebrate freely. You can bless your family, bless other families, and still walk into January with dignity and financial peace. Financial peace underlined. Still walk into January with a lot of financial peace. The question is how? How do you do it? Right? How do you do it? Number one, you start with Christmas spending plan. Don't enter December on vibes. List your expected needs. You need to list out everything. What do you want out of this December? What are your needs? Travel, food, gifts, events, outings, family support, clothes, clothes for children, clothes for yourselves. After you list out all these things that you expect to get in December, attach realistic figures to them. Each and every one of them, put figures. You see, the problem with December is that out of excitement, we don't plan, right? So we just go on a spending spree. We spend on travels, we spend on food, we spend on all these things without first looking at the financial implication. Like the Bible will say first, without counting the costs. Without counting the costs, we go on spending. That's been the problem. That has been the problem. So sometimes you realize that your December salary is 300K, but by the time you finish spending, but in fact, by the time you spend 300K, you've not even finished all the things in your head. But when you put a list and you add the costs, right, you realize that, your salary is 300K, but what you've planned to spend is maybe 500K. What you've planned to spend is 500K. So you're self-sabotaging yourself. You're self-sabotaging yourself. So you need to plan. It's key, it's sacrosanct. You can't manage what you refuse to plan. So if your plan this December is as usual, to come here also. Oh, thank you so much. I can see Madam Omalora is also here. I'm glad to have you here, man. Thank you, everyone who has joined us. I keep seeing people popping up in the comment sections. Thank you very much. Merci for joining us, ma'am. Thank you so much. I see a lot of people joining the live today, and I'm so glad. I'm so happy to have so many people who have joined us on this live today. Please, if you're here today and you've not shared this live, please just do us a favor, share the live with someone, for somebody to come and get the knowledge that we're sharing here today. This knowledge can be your Christmas gift to somebody, because this will help somebody do something different from other Christmases that will be leading them to Wesi in January. So please share it with somebody. Just click on the link and share the link with your contact. Share a WhatsApp group. Just let people come here and join us, right? Let people come here and join us. Please share and share and share. Share with everybody who needs to be here. Even those people who are always asking you for money in December. Share this to them. Let them come and join. Let them come and join. Right? Let them come and join. Okay. All right. I see a comment that says we want to know how we will help our Omunna. We want to know how we would help our Omunna, because this January brokenness must end by fire. Yes, it will end. And how we can help them is by inviting them to join this live. That's how we can help them. Let's invite them to join this live. That's one way we can help them. So invite them to join this live and come and hear what we have to say. They need to learn. That's the thing. They need to learn. The best gift you can give to anybody is education. Right? Okay. So, like we said earlier, you can't manage what you refuse to plan. So most times, December is the most planless time in our lives. Why? It is just out of excitement. Oh, we're excited for the season. I'm excited for Christmas. But in your excitement, remember that January will come. Remember that your whole financial life does not end up with December. So make a plan. A simple list of the things that you want to you want to put your money in and add a cost to them. When you do, you would see there's something about looking at numbers. You see the reality. When you put the list out, put numbers to them, then you realize what it is that you're about to do. But when you don't do, at the end of the day, you realize that that account you thought you had money, before you know it, you spent everything there. So please, planning is essential. It's key. If you have not been planning from January to November, you must plan in December. You plan, or else you will meet the same thing you met this January in the next 2026 January. Right? Number 2, you need to decide who you can genuinely support. You need to decide. For those who want to go and share money to Omunna, you need to decide which Omunna, which one you want to support. December is that month when people tell you, I beg, do Christmas for me. I beg, do something for me. You've not given me anything from January to November. If only you will give me this Christmas, this December, you're going to hear a lot of that. But one thing I want to remind you, and I keep reminding you, is that you're not CBN. You are not CBN. You are not CBN. You need to always remember that. You are not the central bank of Nigeria. So you need to identify the people you truly want to help. As you're making the list of the things you want to spend on, make a list of people you want to help and how much you want to help them with. Be it parents, be it siblings, be it relatives, be it family members, be it friends. You need to create a fixed giving budget in this period. So you need to have a budget that you will use for them. And when the money finishes, like we say in the money click, it is finished. If you have catered for these people you've planned for, any other person coming is an afterthought, and the person does not have any right to get into your finances. The person stays out. When the money finishes, end it there. That money you've budgeted that you want to use for giving, that you want to use to do Christmas for people, and you've budgeted it for certain people, when it is finished for those people, stop it. Here's the thing. If you don't even plan for it, you stand the risk, right, of giving money to people whom you're not even supposed to give. And you forget those people whom you always had in mind. So that's why you need to sit down and plan and draw out all the people that you want to help and how much you want to help them with and how much you want to give to them. If you have people that you want to send gifts to this Christmas, right? During Christmas, we do a lot of hampers, right? I do them too, right? Like during Christmas, I send hampers to, loved ones, and sometimes I send to my mentors and all that. If you have people you need to make sure that you count the costs. You need to make it planned, fixed amount, budget it. If you're going to travel and you're going to meet people at home, you need to decide how much and whom you will give. If you decide that anybody that comes your way, you give them money, you overspend and you will go back to the same issue you're trying to avoid. Right? And here's another thing I want you to have in mind when you're doing this thing that I'm telling you. You're not wicked for having boundaries. No, you're not. Because some people are going to use sentiments, emotions, and say, you gave to this person. This person told me you gave to him. No. You did not give me anything before since January. I can remember. A lot of people would come with emotions and all that. You are not wicked for setting boundaries. No. You're not wicked. There's nothing absolutely wrong with you setting boundaries for your finances. There's nothing wrong with that. It is important that you do that. It is a must that you must do that, actually. As a matter of it's important. It's important. So set boundaries, please. Set boundaries. Number three, avoid pressure purchases this period. I say again, avoid pressure purchases. Not every sale is sale. Not all sales are sales. Some are traps. So everywhere now you're seeing, sales. Oh, it's Christmas sales. Not all of them are sales. So you need to be very careful. right? If you buy something simply because everybody is buying it, you will spend January explaining, please bear with me. Please bear with me. Can you borrow me? Bear with me. That's what you're going to be doing. If you buy simply because everybody is buying it, you will spend January explaining, please bear with me. So don't let the season turn into a competition. Christmas is not a competition. And comparison is the quickest way to go broke in this period. When you start comparing yourself and start making it as if you're competing with one person or another. So avoid all that pressure. Do away with it. Do away with it. Number 4, scale your celebration. I'm not a stress. Scale your celebration. Your celebration in this period, in this Christmas period, should match your income, not your neighbor's income, not your sister's income, not your brother's income, not anybody's income. It should match your income and what you budgeted for it. A lot of people spend everything. We talk about budgeting and having something for investing and savings every month. In December, a lot of people don't think about it. Everything goes down, plus money even borrowed sometimes. So you need to make sure that you scale your celebration to what your income can accommodate, not your whole income, what you've apportioned for spending. Yes, it's okay for you to have more spending, right? This period because of celebration, but you can't spend everything. You can't spend everything. Remember that during this period, you're going to be paid your monthly salaries and wages, which is usually paid at the end of every month. But it will be usually it's paid earlier in December. Now, no, do not go and spend all the money that is meant for January now because you're carried away with celebration. So scale according to your income, right? If normally you get into gbese because you do turkey during Christmas, do chicken, right? Cook at home instead of hosting the whole community. Just do cooking for yourself and your family, right? You must not travel during this period. It's not a must. It is not a must. Christmas period, fares are high. They are off the, especially in Nigeria, if you're in Nigeria, right? The fares are like 3 times. I was checking flights to the east this period, and I realized that flight of usually 150,000. That okay, yeah, flight that usually with 300,000 you could go to and fro. You're going to need 700,000. You will need 700,000 just for you to fly. The buses, the same thing is going to happen. It's the pressure, it's too much and it's unnecessary. You can travel another time when there's no much pressure like this. And with the pressure also comes with a lot of challenges too. Right? So you must not travel this period. It's not a must. If you have not planned to travel this period from January and have the money ready, and you just want to start now, knowing fully well that prices will go up, then you're already late. Yes, okay, if you've planned to travel all the way from January, you've been saving, you know the price will be up, you know fares will go up, you've planned for it, then that's fine and good. You started early. But that you're going to start now, you just thought about it. I'll travel now. You've had it in mind you'll travel soon, but you didn't plan financially for it. You're just going to start now, you're already late. And it's not a must that you travel. You didn't plan for it, so don't go. Right? So you need to have small celebration with peace than to have a very big celebration with pressure. Avoid that pressure. Number 5 is shop early and shop smart. December 23rd is not the day for shopping. I don't even know why people put that so much pressure on themselves. Right? And of course, you know that if you buy on December 23rd, prices are going to be high. Prices will be inflated. Yes, that's what we do in this country. Prices will be inflated. And impulse purchase will also multiply. So start early, buy early. I saw buying early or comparing prices. You're doing the normal things you do when you buy things. Don't wait until 21st, 23rd before you start buying things that you want to use for your celebration. Right? Why? When you start early too, you're also shopping with calm. You're not under pressure. There's no pressure. You're shopping with calm. You have a lot of calm. And then you are also doing it with money that you've planned for. A lot of us wait for that 20 something because we're waiting for that bonus to come so that you squander it. In January, in November, did you not plan for December with November payment? You planned. Use that money that you planned for December to do shopping. Then the one that will come in December, you know it is for the future, for January and the other months to come, and other things that you need to do. Yes, bonus comes. When bonus comes as well, here is another problem that we have in this period. We do not also budget our bonus. A lot of us will get 13th month and a lot of bonuses. The same way you've subjected your salary to budgeting, you need to subject your bonuses to budgeting as well. You need to. Right? So start early, shop when you're calm, and not when you're overwhelmed. Right? Number 6, avoid December debts. Avoid December debts. Avoid December debt. If you borrow money to enjoy Christmas, January will collect its interest in sorrow. I say again, if you borrow money to enjoy Christmas, January will collect its interest in sorrow. Never use loans to fund your lifestyle. And yes, don't say it's Christmas now, it's Christmas. No, it's the same thing. If you're going to borrow money this period because it's Christmas, you're simply using debt to fund your lifestyle. And never use debt to fund your lifestyle. Never use debt to fund your lifestyle. That's a step nobody should ever take. Right? So if you can't afford it, forget about it. Do what you can. Don't put tomorrow in bondage because you want to enjoy today. Because yes, when you borrow money to spend on Christmas, to celebrate Christmas, you're bondage into, you're mortgaging your tomorrow. So if you can't afford it, do what you can afford. If you can't afford turkey, do chicken. Do what you can afford. If you can't afford to travel, please sit back where you are and have a beautiful time. Christmas is not about traveling. Christmas is about the moment. It's about the time. Right? It's about the memories that we create. It's about the memories we create. Like, I know the tool of yesterday that we had to do in the inner circle program, that, creating your playlist and all those things are the memories. Those are the things that really make, they're the things that make Christmas. It's not just only in how much you've spent. Right? Number seven, make January part of your December plan. Make January part of your December plan. Very key. Make January part of your December plan. Most people forget that January exists. And like people say January is the longest month. Most people forget January is the longest month. They forget it. Even though they will still come to January and say January is the longest month. But in December, they will forget everything about January. They will forget everything. Yes, thank you very much. So thank you for sharing. Something sold for 15K in December. In January is 6K. That's the reason why we need to start early. That's the reason why we should start early. Right? So put January in your plans. Put January in your plans. You forget that January you're going to pay school fees. A lot of people pay rents in January. A lot of people, their rents are always due in January. School fees. January is the beginning of a new term. You're going to spend on food. You're going to spend on transportation. Right? You're going to have a lot of costs when you resume work. You're going to have to give to your parents. You'll have church commitments. If you don't prepare for January now, you will enter into January panicking. So you need to have one separate account when you make plans for January and put the money there. What is remaining is what you can use for December. So you don't enter the same mess that you've always been inside. So before you even spend on Christmas, secure all your January essentials before you spend on Christmas. Make sure school fees are catered for, ready, rent ready, food, everything, transport, everything you need for January is ready before you start spending on December. And let me say it, if after taking care of January and nothing left for December, that is what you can afford. You can't do more than that. You can't do more than that. A wise person celebrates after securing tomorrow. A wise person celebrates after securing tomorrow. A lot of us were celebrating our tomorrow is not even sure. So let's be wise. Let's be wise. Number 8, you need to practice contentment. Contentment is a financial superpower. Practice contentment. Practice contentment. As I say, contentment is a financial superpower. Yeah, it is. If you're not contented, oh, I'm so sorry. You are in for a long thing. So you need to be contented. Right? Happiness is not in the price of your Christmas. It's not. The problem is that we've attached happiness and joy to how much we spend. No, it's not. And as you're enjoying your Christmas, right? Remember that you need peace in your January. So happiness is not in the price of your Christmas. It's in the peace of your January. It's in the peace of your January. By the time Christmas is gone and January reality is setting, your children won't remember how expensive their outfits was. They will not. What they will remember is the love. What they will remember is the laughter. What they will remember is the presence. That's what they will remember. It's not how much, it's not how expensive the clothes they bought was. That's not what makes Christmas. What makes Christmas is the moments, is the memories that we share. That's what makes Christmas. It's the love, it's the laughter, it's the presence. A lot of us give all the money and spend, but we're not even present as parents. It's the presence that matters. It's not the money. It's not the money. It's not what you ate. It's not. So don't trade long-term peace for short-term aesthetics. It's not worth it. Number 9, which is our last point for today, is build a financial safety net before the season ends. This is the part that nobody tells you. December, like I said earlier, exposes your spending habits. December will show you who you truly are when it comes to spending. December is that month when you will let loose. It's that month when you will let loose if you're not well guarded. If you're not well guarded. Right? So don't let those spending habits creep back just because you're celebrating Christmas. You've been working on them from January till now. Don't spoil it. Here's the thing. If you spoil it in this January, you go back and start all over again. So please don't spoil it, especially those in the Money Click program. You've been working on it. You've been on this journey since January, since March. Please don't spoil it now. If before now, right, you always go broke in January, it means you don't have a financial structure. It means you don't have a system that protects you from pressure, a system that protects you from emergencies, a system that protects you from emotional spending. Right? You don't have a structure. And that structure is what I call a financial dam. Right? That structure that helps you, that financial structure, which is that system that protects you from pressure. right? That system that protects you from emergencies, from emotional spending. That is what I call a financial dam. So just like a dam holds water and releases it wisely, right? A financial dam helps you hold money, manage it, and protect yourself from overflow and waste. If you do not build the financial dam, your money will always leak, especially in this season like Christmas. And permit me, there's one book I need to show you. This book, Building Your Financial Dam, is now more important in this period more than ever. If you do not have this book, you need to get a copy. Building Your Financial Dam. Building Your Financial Dam. It's a book written by me. It's a book that it's a must read. Because for me, your financial dam is your structure for staying on the course with the money decisions that you've decided, with the money goals that you decided to achieve. Right? And like I said, just like a dam, you know how a dam would hold water and release it wisely, right? That is how we need to begin to think when it comes to managing our money. We need to think like the dam. We need to build our financial structure like the dam. And that's what was behind me writing this book. The dam structure is the most brilliant thing that we can use to set up the structure within our finances. That's a dam structure. And if you don't build the dam, your money will flow freely. If you don't build a dam around the money, it will flow to anywhere. So you need to give it control. You need to give it control. You need to give it structure. That dam is the structure. And how do you create that dam in your finances? You need to get this book. You need to get this book. This book will show you how to create that structural dam in your finances. You can reach out to any of our distributors, send us a DM, and we'll tell you how you can get it. You can also buy on Amazon if you're outside of Nigeria and do not have access to any of our distributors. Right? So you need this book even before December ends. It's not a book that you say after December reading. No, you need to read it now before you get into the celebration. Because it will teach you how to structure your money. It will teach you how to control your spending. It will teach you how to stop living from crisis to crisis. Building Your Financial Dam is a book for money management. Money management is key in this moment more than ever. If Christmas has always drained you, this book will show you how to create systems that will keep you steady all year round, no matter the season. And if you feel that you want to go deeper, right, where you'll be in a system that is going to help you and teach you and hold you accountable, then you need to join the Money Click program. And because the Money Click program is a powerful community that will help you break those emotional spending habits, change your mindset about spending, to help you bring a strong money discipline, right? Help you understand budgeting, help you understand savings, right? And not just understanding budgeting and savings, like we help you understand the why to the budgeting, the why to the savings. The problem is not that people don't know what budgeting and saving means. They don't understand the whys. That's what we do in the Money Click program. We teach you how to teach your children as well, the Money Click program, right? We teach you how to build financial peace and not pressure. So if you're tired of entering January broke, if you're tired of entering January stressed or confused, then we've given you today resources that would help you change your story. The Money Click program kicks off for the 2026 cohort, kicks off on the 18th day of January 2026, right? So you have between now and that day to register. But here's the thing. After 31st of December, our prices will go up. So it is wise for you to join the Money Click program between now and December 31st. So as you're thinking celebration, remember that you still have to register for that 1-year program that would keep you in a place where you keep learning for the whole year. For the whole year. It will keep you in a place where you have a change of mindset for the whole year. A place where you keep learning about money for the whole year. So take charge of the opportunity now, right? Don't procrastinate. If you procrastinate, you pay more for it in January. So start now. Between now and 31st of December, you have an opportunity to register. The book, if you want to get this book, right? The book is 8,000. This book is 8,000 naira. You can also get the soft copy. Just send us a DM and we'll share the link where you can get the book. Okay, how can you be a part of the Money Click program? Just send us a DM, right? Just say hi, send us a DM, and we will give you all the details about how to be in the Money Click program. Also, on your screen right now, you can see, just look, if you're on Instagram, look at the top of my head. If you're on YouTube, just look below, my chin. You're going to see the details on how to join the program, right? We also have our numbers there on the screen so that you can send your messages to those numbers. So just send your messages to those numbers and we'll reach out to you with all the details that you need. Reach out to you with all the details that you need, right? So the time to join is now, not tomorrow, not next tomorrow. Join now. Join now, right? The Money Quick program is up, is on. So please join now, and this is the time to join. All right. We're going to put the details in the comments also. Just trying to get those details. Just put it in the comments so that we can also have them there, and you can just use those numbers to reach out to us. So bring your questions. If you have any questions, this is the time that we take them. Any question at all that you have that you want us to answer, be it what we've talked about on how you can have the December that would bring you peace in January. It's important that you have a December that will give you peace in January, right? Please do not have a December that will bring you nothing but sorrow in January. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, right? So if you have any questions, now is the time to throw in your questions. Let's answer the questions that you have, and then other people too can take recourse from it. All right. So bring in your questions. Bring in your questions. Bring in your questions. Bring in your questions. Bring your questions. We're ready to take them. We're ready to take your questions. You can send us. We'll have a number on your screen where you can send us a message right now, right? Send the message to the Naira Academy, and we'll give you all the details on how you can join. For those on Instagram, you can do that right now. All right. So questions. Any questions that you have, send them across. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. We'll answer your questions. We'll answer your questions. Send in your questions. We're here to answer your questions today before we finally leave the stream. Send in your questions. Let us answer them. So joining the Money Click program, you can book a slot, but when you book a slot, you need to pay before the 31st of December, right? For you not to be part of the price increment, all right? And also, the Money Click program goes for a single slot for 79,999, right? And a couple slot for 139,999. Now, if by January you are not part of us, then it means that for a single slot, you'll be paying 100,000 by January. If you do not pay before 31st, you'll not be paying 79,999, you'll be paying 100,000 for a single slot, right? So use the opportunity that we have now and get in with us. So slowly, steadily, we're coming to an end of today's live, right? So thank you very much for joining. Remember, we also have every topic we have this period is something you need. in this season. So come next tomorrow, sorry, on Thursday by 12 noon, again, we'll also be back here again with another live session, right? Where we'll also be teaching you something very profound that is going to help you on your journey in this period. In this period, this December, we'll have a lot of live sessions because we want to be in your faces and remind you to do the right thing, because this is the month where we do the wrong things the most. It is in this month, it's in the month of December that things go wrong the most, right? So thank you very much, very much. Oh, thank you very much, Madam Atinuke Kodaisi. I think that's you, Tinudaisi. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much to my own coach, the intentional parent, Coach Wendy Ologe. Thank you very much, Ma, for being here. Glad to have you here today, Ma. Thank you so much. My own coach also is a member of the Money Click program. In case you do not know, she is a bona fide member of the Money Click program, and she is seated in 2026. Thank you so much, everyone. Okay. Yes. Okay. So here is a comment from Mrs. Hilda. So Mrs. Hilda is saying prices skyrocket from 23rd in Nigeria, but in the country where I live, you get the cheapest and reduced prices from 24th of December. That's the reality of Nigeria. I don't know why it is so different from Nigeria, right? In most places, especially Africa, not just Nigeria, in most places, things become cheap in December. In Nigeria, that's when it gets, that's when it's the most expensive. And that's why we say in Nigeria, you need to start early. December is not the time you need to start doing all those things. You don't start doing your shopping on 23rd of December. Expect to pay double. Pay double. And because they will know that you're also desperate. If you don't get it, then sometimes we treat Christmas like it's an emergency, something that you knew will happen since 12 months ago, right? So thank you very much, Ma, for sharing that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Pricey P Media. Thank you. Thank you very much, Madam Omolara. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, everyone who joined us here today. Please remember, we will be back again tomorrow, 12 noon, on Instagram, and on YouTube. If our Facebook is back by then, we'll also be live on YouTube. So my name remains Chukwemeka Onyenezi. I'm a world-class financial planner. I'm the founder of the Naira Academy. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.